This video will cover all the features within SAVI Show, featuring SAVI version 3.5. To navigate to SAVI Show, open the hamburger menu in Facility View and click the SAVI Show button. The first page that loads is the Media Library. This is where we manage all the images and slideshows we want to use with the Canvas layout. We'll start by getting our images added to the project. In the top left, click Add New, then Browse Device, and select the images you want to upload. Remember that Control-A or Command-A will select all images so you can upload them at the same time. Also, while you're initially creating and selecting images you want to eventually upload, keep these limitations in mind to avoid needing to resize later on. If you forget, you can always come back and check the Add New modal at any time. Now that we have several images, we can look at some other features on this page. First, note that there are several ways to view, sort, and filter your content. The drop-down here changes the sort method, while the buttons next to it alternate between a full-size preview and a more concise list view. The filters on the left will hide all images that don't apply to that filter. At the bottom, we have categories. This is a way to create a custom filter by adding a special tag or a named category to the images or slideshows you want to put into a special group, making it easier to find them later on. To do this, type the name of the category under the image, and you can create it directly from here. For other images you want included, you can now simply select the category. Now, if I click the New Category button, only those images or slideshows will appear. You can remove a category from an image by clicking the trash icon here, or even delete the entire category itself by clicking the trash icon by the category name after selecting it. Now we'll look at how to create a slideshow, which is an easy way to get multiple images cycled continuously on a display using any SAVI Show region. To make one, select all the images you want in the slideshow, and once you've selected at least 2 images, the Create Slideshow button will appear. Clicking this will open the slideshow creation modal. From here, we name the slideshow and then configure it. The first option is how long each image will appear before the next image loads. The second decides what order the images will appear, and the third dropdown determines how long the transition will last when switching from one image to the next. If selected, the checkbox here will add a background blur to images that are uploaded with an aspect ratio less than the given aspect ratio in the SAVI Show region. If left unchecked, the area in between will remain a solid black border. If the manual sort order is checked, you can then rearrange the images by dragging them like this until they're in the order you want. If you need to remove an image from the slideshow before creating it, you can do so by clicking the ellipsis and then deleting it. On the other hand, if you realize you need additional images in this slideshow, you can click Add More Images to back out of the modal, and simply click the additional images, and then the Add Images button to get back into the modal. Once you're satisfied with the slideshow, click OK to create it. Now if I use the slideshow filter, all of my images are hidden while the slideshow remains. To edit the slideshow's name, click the pencil icon and type the new name, and to change the configuration of the slideshow, such as what images are included or how long each image lasts, click Settings. Clicking the Preview button will begin the slideshow and will proceed through all the images according to the options you've chosen. For a quicker look at the slideshow, you can simply click the arrows here to cycle through the images manually. For both images and slideshows, the menu includes a delete button, but know that you can also delete numerous things quickly by selecting the media you want to get rid of and clicking the Permanently Delete button at the top. If you're wanting to delete an entire collection of images, such as the media tied to a specific event which is concluded, you can use the Search, Select All, and then Delete. Next, we'll look at the Layouts tab. This tab allows us to create and configure all Canvas layouts within the project in a similar way to the Layouts tab in Creator. However, there are a few differences. For a full guide on how to configure the layouts in both Creator and here in SAVI Show, see our video on that subject, which is linked in the description below. One important note though is that while layouts configured in Creator can contain regions of any type, creating and editing them here in SAVI Show limits the user to choosing between 3 types of regions: Source, SAVI Show content, and a dedicated video stream using a multicast URL. Lastly, we'll look at the Schedule tab. This feature allows SAVI users to schedule Canvas layout changes ahead of time, which could be for one-time events such as holidays or recurring events such as happy hour. To begin, click the New Schedule button and give it a name. First, I'll choose what layout I'm wanting to schedule, then the time of day it'll take effect, what time the schedule will finish, and finally, what happens when the end time is reached. By default, each schedule will save and remember what the current layout is before the scheduled layout is loaded. Then, when the end time is reached, the old layout will be restored. You could also change this to do nothing, in which case the scheduled layout will persist indefinitely until it's manually changed. For happy hour, we definitely want the layouts to switch back to what they were once the add images no longer apply, so I'll leave mine set to restore previous. After clicking Next, I choose how often I want this scheduled change to occur. For our example, I'll click Weekly and select Monday through Thursday. The final choice is to choose what canvas displays the layout change will be sent to. I'll choose some of my bar displays as well as one of my lobby displays. Clicking OK will complete the schedule and add it to the calendar. You can now see how any day with something scheduled is marked with a blue circle. Since I set mine to occur every Monday through Thursday indefinitely, you can see even if I advance to several months from now, it's still in effect. If I click one of the days, just the scheduled layout changes for that day will appear here on the right, along with the number of displays affected as well as the scheduled time. If I want to change this schedule in any way, I can click the ellipsis and then Edit to re-enter the modal and make those changes. I also have the Remove option. After selecting it, I have the choice of deleting just this occurrence or deleting the entire series. In this case, I just want to remove it for the one holiday, so I'll click Delete Occurrence. Lastly, remember you can always use the search field to look for a schedule based on its name. You should be all set to use all the features within SAVI Show. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more SAVI training videos.